Better delete that.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Sid and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you can probably tell, I'm in my favorite spot today that I like to call I'm too lazy to set up my ring light and my phone. You know, Evan's always on his computer, so I decided I'd fit the theme today. You know, I got the gray jacket on, we're at a costume party, leave me alone.
I have the mind of a I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know, but you know, I'm so creative like that.
So, as you've probably already seen, I'm making an educated guess based on the fact that you clicked on this YouTube video. The internet already has a lot to say about the trailer. Some good things, some bad things, some bad things. This movie's release has been highly anticipated since it was announced back in like 2018, I believe. Dear Evan Hansen has been a hot ticket on Broadway since it premiered in 2016. The national tour is just as popular. It took home literally all the Tonys and found its way into household stardom fairly quickly. And as it should. The music is amazing, the direction is impeccable. I'm literally obsessed with every technical element in the show, and the original Broadway company is crazy talented. There's just so much I could say about the way the production was put together. It just all fits together. You can't have one piece of the show without the other, because then it kind of just like crumbles and it doesn't feel complete. And to me, that's kind of where I feel like the movie goes wrong. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sid, why are you judging the movie based off the trailer? It just came out. Like, why are you blah, blah, blah? The trailer is nearly 3.5 minutes. I think I have just enough information to make some well-educated assumptions. To clarify, I'm not going to be diving too much into the plot of Dear Evan Hansen, even though I feel like the trailer has rekindled some of that discourse around the show, and it's like toe dip into problematic territory, but I'll get into that later, mostly because I kind of want to see how the movie handles the source material. But for right now, I just have like 2 gripes to get through, and then I'm done, and then you can yell at me in the comment section. Firstly, let's talk about the fact that this movie is being created in the first place. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I would have just accepted a pro shot with the original Broadway company. That's just me, though. It has Tony Awards for a reason, and I keep saying that because I feel like the show was created with such specificity so that it feels like less is more, if that makes sense. If you look at production photos, it's minimal set and the lighting is very precise, and there's all these projectors. It looks insane because it is insane, and that's why it's hard to accept that the movie was being made with like realistic lighting and these realistic costumes, because when you make everything raw, you take away the spectacle that is Broadway theater. Think about like the Hamilton pro shot. Immaculate. When you watched the production, you were like, that's why it has Tonys. Yeah, the original Broadway cast gave it their all. Like, this is theater. This is live entertainment. And I'm mad that we won't have that moment for Dear Evan Hansen. There's just so many details in the like original technical elements that it's kind of sad that we won't be able to see them in its entirety. Like, I know that when they're on their phones, the lighting kind of turns into a phone and they stand in it and it looks really cool. During the show, they have projections of people like live tweeting during the show, and it's amazing, and I'm mad that we won't have that moment. But again, that's just a personal thing. I'm sure the movie will have its own flavor. You know, people can make new flavor. We can have new flavor. And if all else fails, I'll just watch the bootleg again. Another thing I wanted to touch on, and I just want to preface this by saying that I think Dear Evan Hansen works really well in a high school setting. It makes the story seem a lot more believable because at his core, Evan is just a kid who desperately wants to be accepted. Emphasis on kid. Listen, we know that Ben Platt is Evan Hansen. He has a Tony. Hello. Did we really need him to reprise the role? Now don't look. Ben Platt stands. I am also one. Trust me, I will show you my playlist. I love Ben Platt a lot. And don't get me wrong, I'm here for hearing him sing again and like hearing the voice scrumptious, but we could have heard that in the pro shot. Is it clicking? I really wish they would have cast Andrew Barth Feldman or found a star search like they did for Everybody's Talking About Jamie. Because a lot of the plot is centered around the fact that Evan is a young teen. He's still learning and growing and baby-faced. Emphasis on baby-faced. I think it might be a lot harder to feel strong, positive emotion towards Evan, considering that people are so focused on his appearance right now. And that's not to say adults can't play high schoolers. I think that, what's her name? I think that Joe Ellen Pellman did an amazing job in The Prom. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that was kind of a big break for her. She was working with stars. She was working with Meryl freaking Streep. Are you kidding me? And it was kind of like a big thing. This new person is coming out and kind of making a name for herself. And it's great. And she's the symbol of love and community. And it's amazing. So I think they should have given somebody else the chance to have like this stardom. I know Andrew Barth Feldman is already like well known in the theater community. But this would have been a great opportunity for him to get his name out there in the like film community. Is that the word? Hollywood? I don't know. But I think he's going to have a big break with High School Musical, the musical, the series, season 2. Streaming right now on Disney+. Please go stream it. But nevertheless, what happened was supposed to happen, I guess. I just have to trust the universe. And of course, when the movie comes out, I'll be right there along with everybody else in the queue with my popcorn, waiting to watch the magic that is Dear Evan Hansen. That's pretty much all I have to say on the subject. That's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Let me know your thoughts on the Dear Evan Hansen trailer in the comments down below. I'd love to start some talky energy going on. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.